Hey guys, welcome back to MarkDillon.XXX. As you can tell, I'm just getting in from the gym, getting ready for a trip to Barcelona. I've actually got two scenes with Raging Stallion over there that I'm very excited about. Hard to believe, but it's been almost a year and a half since I've been on camera, so I'm trying to get back into shape for that. Hopefully I won't look too bad when I get over there. Anyway, first off, I want to thank all y'all for sending me so many great questions and participating in my video blog. I really appreciate the support. And I'm going to answer some more of those questions today, so here we go. Bill says, I just saw the video where you said you would help answer all types of questions. Well, I have always found receiving anal sex to be very painful. I just cannot do it. This, of course, is not good for my relationship. Since you are so good at receiving, thanks, Bill. Um, I've watched you in many movies. Do you have any advice on how to get over the pain? Thanks for your time. You're a great guy. Bill, thank you for the kind words. Um, I think it's also important to remember not everybody is a bottom, and some people never develop a liking for it. And if it's something that is causing you physical pain, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Um, as far as what you can do to make it a little bit more pleasurable, uh, take some time to warm up and loosen up. Have your partner finger you a little bit. Maybe buy a small toy. Make sure you use a lot of lube. I prefer silicone. I think it works much better than water-based. And yeah, take your time. Lots of lube. There's also lubes that have a desensitizing component to them, like anal ease or something of that nature, which may help you. But again, if it's hurting you, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Hope that helps. Next question is from Anthony. Anthony says, I have two questions for you. Would you date a guy based on his appearance or his personality, and why? Number two, if you could only kiss forever or fuck forever, which one would you pick? But you can't do both. Anthony, I would hate to have to make that choice, but probably kiss forever. Truth be told, fucking can get a bit exhausting. I don't think I could keep it up forever, but I really enjoy kissing, so I would say kissing. As far as would I date a guy based on his appearance or his personality, thank goodness that's not a zero-sum question and I don't have to pick one or the other. I couldn't pick one or the other. I would have to date a guy who I was both physically attracted to and attracted to his personality. I couldn't just pick one. Next question is from Joey. Hey, gorgeous. Two questions. This is really for my own reference. How do you get ready for a scene with a scene partner that has a huge cock? Getting clean, stretching, etc. What do you do? Number two, you don't have to answer this question unless you want to. How often do you get tested for STDs? Is the industry standard really once a month? As far as how do I get ready for a scene, the night before, if I'm bottoming, which I usually do, I eat very lightly. I usually take an Imodium before I go to bed. That morning, I do a good cleaning out process, lots of douching and all that good stuff. As far as how do I get ready for somebody with a big cock, I really don't have to do much. I've never had trouble taking a good hard fucking from somebody who's got a big dick. Talent I was born with, I guess. As far as the STD testing, I don't mind talking about that at all. For my own personal reasons, I like to get tested every 3 months for HIV, and usually once a year for everything else. And that would be whether I was filming or not filming. As far as what the industry standard is, I can't speak for the porn industry in general, but for the gay porn industry, there doesn't seem to be a set standard. Some studios don't do any testing, and then other studios test, but they vary what they test for. Some test only for HIV, others test for HIV, gonorrhea, and chlamydia. Then you have some that do full panel testing, which would include syphilis and some other things. So it varies greatly, believe it or not. There is no industry standard, at least not on the gay side. And I think part of that is because a lot of gay porn is still condom porn, and maybe some of the studios feel that if you're using condoms, you don't have to test for all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, no industry standard as far as that goes. Next question is from Tim. Tim says, I feel as though it's been an eternity since I've seen you in a scene. You are an amazing performer and I love watching you. Also, your body is amazing. Thanks, Tim. Do you have any tips for a smaller guy to build muscle? Well, first of all, you need to make sure that your workouts are really challenging your body. Don't do the same workout for 3, 4, 5 months and never vary it, never change it up, or your body gets so used to it that it's not going to grow. So challenge your body when you're in the gym. Make sure you develop a consistent workout routine. It probably wouldn't hurt to up your good calories. Um, increase your lean protein, chicken, fish, lean beef, stuff like that, which promotes muscle growth. But don't get caught up in a lot of these gimmicky supplements and stuff. Most of the size they add is going to be things like it's going to be water retention. You could look bloated. It takes time to build quality muscle, and that's certainly the size you would want to add. Next question is from Kent. Hey Mark, I'm loving your video blog. I've been following you on Twitter for a while, and now your blog confirms that there are brains behind all that muscle. Thank you, Kent. I appreciate that. My question. Have you ever dated or been tempted to date someone you had done a scene with? If so, is it weird? Thanks and best of luck to you. Kent, up until now, I've never really been tempted to date anyone I've done a scene with. But that could also have something to do with the fact that I'm not really looking to date at the moment. But you never know what could happen. Um, Next question is from Craig. Hey Mark, I would like to ask you if you have plans to go behind the camera and move into directing at any time. If so, what would your ideal story/scenario for a movie be? Craig, I do have plans for that. I'm fascinated with all the behind the scenes stuff that goes on in the industry, and I'd like to produce content for my own site. Whether or not I would be the one doing the video, that's questionable. I'm not very tech savvy and not very good with a video camera, but that could change. As far as what my ideal story or scenario would be for a scene, hmm, honestly, I'd like to take the two hottest guys I could find, put them in a room, and just let them fuck. I don't think there needs to be a big scenario or a big story. If you've got hot guys um, and you make sure that they're both attracted to each other, which is very important, so that the chemistry will be good, and you let them go. You don't direct them. You try to let them do what comes naturally. I think that makes the best porn. Personally, when I'm watching a scene, I think it's very hot if I can tell that the guys are doing what they want to do and they're not being overly directed or they're not worried about, memorizing some kind of silly lines or whatever. Um, I mean, I personally think most porn acting is not so good anyway. Certainly mine isn't. But yeah, I would take hot guys and just let them fuck. That's my ideal scene. Guys, thanks a lot for sending me these questions to answer. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to get to interact with y'all. And let me know if you think I'm in filming shape. Thanks, guys.